Hey, real estate fans, Alice Lema here, broker John L. Scott in beautiful Southern Oregon. Another edition of the weekly podcast. Today, we're going to talk about the Fed rates, the historic Fed rates. Maybe they're not so bad. Let's see. Before we get started on that, I want to give you a quick second to subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, send it to your friends and family. And then if you want to text or talk to me privately over the weekend, you can call or text 541-301-7980. It's flying around up there. And yeah, so let's get on to the podcast. Fed rates since 1960. Maybe not looking so bad, huh? Well, so I just want to dive into this a little bit because we have this beautiful chart. It's a historic chart from NAR, and it shows all of the years since 1960. And that's actually a particularly good year if you get my drift. That was the year I was born. And since 1960, you can see this chart. Look at all of the wild swings. And yes, it is over 62 years. However, I just want to point out that if you look at the very end here, kind of the 2022, you can see it's not so bad compared to what we went through, in eons before. Now, having said that, nobody wants to see that happen again. Nobody's saying that's going to happen again, but I just want to give some perspective because here's what I watched out in the market this week. The market is lively. The market is persistent. People are crunching through the difficulty. They gave us another 0.75 interest rate increase again this week. Yeah, a couple of buyers stumbled, but they got their pre-approval redone and they're already back out on the market. This is Saturday. Just had one get an accepted offer just like 10 minutes ago before we did this broadcast. So they're out there, and the sellers had to really jump into the price reduction pool this week. If they hadn't already, they did big time. Did you see some of the price reductions? $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on the higher priced ones. And there's people in the lower ones, the lower price, like the 300s, 250 to 350. They're taking lower offers. So listen up. If you're a seller and you get an offer that's low, you might want to think about taking it, or just do the price change. If you don't want to do the price change, then at least entertain lower offers so you can be done. And buyers, have a little more confidence. Have a little more confidence when you're out there looking at houses, and look at a lot of them. Keep going back and back. And you know what else? Look at the ones that are a little higher priced, because those sellers might be sitting at their kitchen table tonight, clinking the fork on the plate going, what do we do? What do we do with the house? Some people want to move. Some people had a life change, positive life change, negative life change, depends on your point of view. But life still goes on. And I am just so proud of our little Southern Oregon housing market. Chugging along. It's hard, but they're getting it done. And here's to you. Here's to us for making it happen. And anytime you start feeling blue about those interest rates, pull up this chart because it'll make you feel better instantly. All right. So that's the podcast for today. Just wanted to have a little celebration in the gloom and doom. And just remind everybody that it's still out there happening. People are still getting houses. They're still getting to move. They're still getting a house they love more than the one they just left. It was just beautiful this week. And we're looking out into the week in front of us. Same thing. Lots and lots of activity. So if you have a house you were thinking of putting on the market next year, you might want to do it right now because there's a lot of energy. And we kind of understand the market we're in right now. I don't want to tempt fate. I'm hoping everything settles down next year. That's what I'm planning on. But if something else happens and it causes some, some stirring up of the market again, then we'll just deal with it. Look at what we've done. Look at what we've done in the last 6 or 9 months, absorbing all these economic issues, the inflation, the wars, the this, the that. We're still doing it. So yay for us. Okay, enough cheerleading. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Hug those you love. Reach out to me if you need me. Otherwise, we'll catch you next week. Bye now.